folks, Chris Voss here from thechrisvossshow.com, thechrisvossshow.com. Coming with the latest blog posts, of course, we talk about the latest in social media and technology. And I want to share something that I've always loved for a very long time, and I've never really gotten a chance to talk about it. Hootsuite. Hootsuite. Now, you may be familiar with Hootsuite, but what we're going to do is talk about the advantages of the pro upgrades that you can get with Hootsuite. You can see them here. You've probably been wondering for a long time, what's the difference between the free Hootsuite and the pro Hootsuite? So we're going to talk about that. Now, I was a fan of a lot of different social media applications that were out for monitoring and tweeting and all that sort of good stuff. But one of the first things that made me really turn to Hootsuite early on was when, I think a year or plus more ago, they went to HTML web browser. It worked perfectly with the Chrome. It was fast. You didn't wait for boot up applications you had to download and keep on your desktop or on your programs, where you had to wait for the program to come up, then you had to log in, blah, blah, blah. Having it in the browser and very quickly able to click on it and have it come up is one of the most greatest things ever when it comes to speedily being able to check your Twitter feeds, check your Facebook feeds, your Google Plus, LinkedIn, everything else that you can put in here. So it's pretty awesome that way. So I've loved it ever since. It's the one thing that I use. I got to tell you, one of my favorite features about it that makes me use it the most, not only because it's quick and easy to utilize, but one of the great things is in here we can have in the direct message box, it actually takes out and edits the direct message that I'm sending. Now, I auto message, direct message people back. I tried doing it by hand and being nice a long time ago, found that no one wanted to talk to me. So therefore, I went to auto DM messaging back. When people follow me, they get an auto DM. What's really great is it edits all that garbage out, and it takes and just gives me the messages that I want to see of people that are talking to me, which is important to me because I want to be able to respond back to them. So I've loved Hootsuite, used it religiously ever since, almost daily, if not multiple times a day. It depends on how busy I am running around doing crazy stuff and, of course, making blog posts. So, but this is what I use on my computer, on my desktop, and I love it. I haven't found anything better, and I've tried everything better, if you know all the stuff that I try and test on the Chris Voss Show. So I really love Hootsuite, especially with the Chrome browser. If you can use it with the Chrome browser, it works like a charm, and it's wonderful to have up in your toolbar. Now, you may be asking yourself, okay, well, I use Hootsuite from time to time. What's the difference between Hootsuite and the Pro account? We're going to walk through that and detail it and give you an idea as to how much better you can do your life using Hootsuite and a Pro account. So let's talk about it. Some of the benefits of Hootsuite Pro that you can get from the upgrade. And we'll just compare some of the simple things between the plan. You can see here you get social profiles, analytics, and RSS feeds with the Pro account. With the free account, you only get 5. You get basic social analytics, and you get 2 RSS feeds. So you get a whole lot more that you can take and work from. You get more users with the Pro account. You get included reports with the Pro account, Google Analytics, Facebook Insights, influence scores, URL parameters, opt out of ads, which is nice, archiving, app directory, and the price is only $9.99 a month. Now you can even go to additional upgrades beyond that, adding different features and all that good stuff. We're going to talk about it, and one thing that's really great is they give you a 30-day free trial. So make sure you use the 30-day free trial. There'll be a link below the video on the Chris Voss Show that you can take and check out and be able to take advantage of that free trial. One thing when it really comes down to a company, if they believe in their product, they will give you a trial, and Hootsuite does that. So let's talk about all the different things you can do. Here is the browser menu within Hootsuite. We're actually probably going to do some other videos reviewing their iPhone app, which is really good, their Android app, which is really good, their iPad app, which is really good, and we'll get to those in another segment. But looking from left to right here, here's what we can do. We can compose a message. It's very simple and easy. You can type out your message here, and then if you want to add a link, you can drop in the link. What's really nice is you can configure this to work with AWLY, which is aw.ly, which is a shortener that is used by Hootsuite. You've got the AWLY different there. Looks like you could use some HT and HTLY. I believe those are probably all Hootsuite's parameters for the URL shortener. Now, what this is important to use their shortener as opposed to Bitly is you can take and get analytics within your Hootsuite and your Hootsuite Pro account. So that makes a huge difference in being able to give you stuff, and you're going to see how fun it is and great it is to get those analytics here in a second. You can set URL parameters that coincide with different preset reports that you have in place. I have a Google Analytics report in place, and you can track those parameters. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at some other things that we can take and do. You can actually put in drafts if you want to build in drafts. Say you want to start a tweet, but you want to maybe wait till later to issue it. You can do that. You can attach an image or a file. You can upload a photo from your computer, upload a document. It will automatically upload it and code it for you so that you can track it with your systems within Hootsuite Pro. Scheduling. This is another neat thing, and they put this in pretty fairly recently. You can now schedule tweets, so you can schedule times to have tweets come out. This is important because a lot of people don't realize is there's certain times on Twitter when it's great to tweet, and there's certain times when you're not going to get quite the amount of retweets and results that you normally would get if you were to retweet at other optimum times. There's a certain amount of time that most people in the world are on Twitter. You can actually see an infographic of that on the chrisvossshow.com we recently uploaded that shows what the best times are to post on Twitter. So you can check that out, but what's really great is you can take and program these in, okay? So you can do that. You can also do bulk messenger uploading. We'll get to that in a bit here as we go through the segments. You can add location if that's what you want to take and do to your tweets, and you can do privacy options. And in privacy options, this would be applicable to your Facebook, your Google Plus page, or LinkedIn, where you can take and say, well, I only want certain people to see that. Obviously, that's not going to work in Twitter because Twitter doesn't have privacy options. So, you know, on Google Plus, you would choose whether you want to send it to public, you want to send it to specified friends, etc., etc. And in essence, you can save the message as a draft if you want to. They give you the numbers here that tell you how much you've used in space, in typing space, so you know how much you have to work with in the 140 character format. So it works out really nice that way. And then when you're done, you can just hit send now. If it's a scheduled tweet that you've done, it'll just tell it to publish it out. Now what's really great is over here on the right hand side, we've got listed, you can see this is going out to my Twitter account, this specific tweet that we are typing here. Let's see if we can't get rid of this exit full screen. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? If I want to choose more accounts that I want to publish to, I can go ahead and choose those. And what this is doing is this is going out to my, this is my LinkedIn account. For some reason the icon's not coming in. This is my Chris Voss Show fan page from Facebook. This is my brand page from Google Plus. So what's really cool is you can send from those locations if you want. You can clear the, you know, if I want to change it up, I can take and do that. You can see that we can pin stuff, we can make it a favorite. A pin will make it so that it always comes up as being your Twitter account. Now, and you can just hit all instead of having to click all those. So they've really thought out all the different processes. The menu on them are very easy. Let me show you all the cool stuff that you can connect with. You can connect your Twitter accounts, you can connect Facebook profile, Facebook fan pages, Facebook groups. If you want to post to your Facebook groups, you can do that through here. Pretty freaking awesome. Google Plus. Now, one issue with Google Plus is you can only publish to your brand page. That would not be your personal Google Plus account. And unless I'm missing something and haven't figured it out, you can only publish to your Google page, which is pretty much a business page that you may have set up on Google Plus. I wish it would publish to the Google Plus profile, but Hootsuite is only one of, to my understanding, 5 companies that have been given access to this particular Google Plus API and the ability to do this. So it's still a developing and fluid situation where they'll probably get more access as time goes by and Google Plus gets its software going the way it needs to go. LinkedIn. Of course, you can add your LinkedIn profile. You can also publish to your LinkedIn groups and LinkedIn companies, which is pretty freaking awesome. Foursquare, you can connect your Foursquare to go in here. WordPress, you connect your WordPress.com blog. Unfortunately, that's, you know, at WordPress.com, that's not your private WordPress that you can personally host. But you can also do MySpace. I'm not sure why anybody would, and Mixi. But you know, I'm sure there's somebody who utilizes those systems. But these are all the accounts that you can currently, as of this moment, put into your Hootsuite account. So they cover it all. How's that for amazing? On the far right hand side, you can search Twitter, so you can easily drop down. You can see that they pull down all the trending topics. It looks like right now the Galaxy S3 is promoted, and you can see 20 people I want to meet, some of the fun things that are going on with trending topics. This really is a desktop where you can do everything that you want to do with your social media. If you're a social media manager for companies and everything else, you're monitoring multi accounts, this is a great way to do it. Now, you can build different streams here. By adding a stream, you can take and build in streams. You select a profile for the information you want to suck in. Let's do this in this case. We want to do all updates from LinkedIn. We're going to go ahead and click add a stream. What this is going to do, as you can see here, this is going to create a new green bar area where we're going to have a drop down of all the updates of people updating me on LinkedIn. So we've got that. Now if I want to delete this stream, I can take and hit delete stream. It will ask me if I want to take and do it, and that stream is gone. What's really great too is I can assign different people to respond and messages in your stream if you want. This is team driven, so you can add a team if you want and other people to collaborate with in here. You can also use this to refresh your stream. If it's been sitting for a while and time's out, you can see what things are coming by. You can also filter. So if I want to filter for certain tweets, I can take and do that. Let's try that right now. I've been doing some promotion from somebody sent us let's see, what was it? It was a Roseville case today. Let's see if we can't search through all the different keywords that may come up. So it's pulled up some of the keywords that you have there. Let's go ahead and pull out of the keyword search. Now the great thing about this is I can see the icon of the person that I want to take and that's taken in my tweet stream, or maybe I'm researching them in Twitter. I can see a bio, I can see their picture, I can see their Twitter handle, logo, I can see the websites they're logged into, I can report them as spammer, follow, unfollow, DM, reply, add to lists if I want. The list feature in here is really awesome. It pulls your lists up, and then you can easily drop down and save people that you want to save to a list. That's another great thing. One of the things I really hate is when I find someone really interesting in Hootsuite. It used to be I would have to go through Twitter and hook it up that way. Now I can do it the other way. Notice here that I'm seeing the clout score. This is one of the great things, especially about having the pro account. I can see the clout score, I can see their bio, and so I can get an idea as to maybe the potential of maybe I want to build a relationship with them, etc., etc. I can quickly thumb through their timeline, their mentions, favorites they have. I can get insight to them, which is pretty freaking awesome. I can see their Twitter account, Facebook, friend feed, clout, all that sort of good stuff. And look how easy that comes up. I can easily click on each of these and get data on people that are within my stream or people I want to research. Amazing freaking knowledge that I can take and do. You can see here we've got buttons for applying. We've got retweet. You can choose between, when you retweet, you can also choose between just doing a Twitter style retweet or doing a quote retweet. So you've got that ability to do that there. And if you notice it's all HTML5, I can click outside of it and erase the box. If I want to send a direct message, I can take and do that. I've got a drop down list here of where if I want to apply to all the people on a tweet stream, I can do that. I can favorite a tweet. I can send an email to someone or myself. Let's say you're in a customer service situation. Someone writes in and says, I hate your company. You can send an email to the appropriate customer service or PR agency that can handle that. Or you can assign to a member or team member on your team. It's just freaking amazing what you can do here. And you can see here we can build different profiles too. There's the Chris Voss profile with the streams. And then of course in here we can build other areas. You could use this for multiple accounts, multiple clients, etc., etc. This is amazing if you have multiple clients to take and monitor and do their marketing for, etc., etc. You can see here I've got my mentions set up. I've got my direct message inbox. I've got my faves, and which is a list that I use of my favorite people to follow, and also my home stream, which is from my Google Plus account. Okay, so what's really cool is I can quickly go through my Google Plus, which is a lot easier than trying to read Google Plus. It's all nice and squashed down and segmented very nicely. So let's take a look at some of the other things you can do with your Hootsuite and your Hootsuite Pro account. In here, there's with the Pro account, of course, you can do scheduled tweets. You can do scheduled tweets where you can schedule singly, one tweet at a time, or you can do bulk. What's really great about bulk is you can go in and you can create huge lists of stuff that you want to take and publish, and you can upload it to Twitter. Now, or I'm sorry, to Hootsuite, and Hootsuite will of course publish it for you. There's a lot of people that make an argument that there's certain loss of authenticity in automating on Twitter. There really is not. When I put tweets into an automated system, there's no less love, there's no less caring that goes into those automated tweets. The original message and the intent behind the message is there. The thing is I want to reach an audience 24/7. I can't be at a computer 24/7. I want to inspire, touch, motivate, get people educated 24/7. There's no possible way to do that financially, and so bulk automated tweets give you that ability to do so. If you have questions about automation or challenge it, be sure to read the chrisvossshow.com. There's the things that I talk about on there that have changed a lot of people's mind and really awakened them as to some of the importance of at least pushing a message out across social media and stuff. You know, I don't ever. It's interesting to me that somebody says that if I repeat a tweet, it could be spam. It's really not. It's really ignorant when people use that terminology. Spam is something that's sent to somebody who doesn't opt in. If you send an automated tweet to somebody, they've opted into your feed. They've opted into whatever you want to send. And if they don't like it, they can opt out. So they have that option. They have a choice. They made a choice to follow you. So you're not spamming them by sending them automated tweets. And we'll move on from this. But keep that in mind when you're taking a look at Hootsuite Pro and scheduling tweets, whether you should do it, whether you should not. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. I'm always available to a lot of different people. So you can schedule in bulk. We covered that. You can also set up tweets that are drafted and require approval. Let's say you're someone who's running a team of people, you're a PR agent at the head of your team, and you want to make sure that things get approved before they go out. You can do that. You can look at past scheduled tweets, how they hit, how they went out, etc., etc. RSS feeds. You can load in RSS feeds to be passed out through your social media. You can also do that too. So let's talk about some other things as we go down here. Analytics. Analytics are a great thing, of course, you're going to get with your Hootsuite. There's quick analytics that you can get where you can get some summary stats. I haven't loaded up any tweets for tweets recently. I've been sick with my foot down. I burned my foot. So I haven't had any loaded in here. You can see clicks by region, top referrers, most popular links, all that sort of good stuff. You can see individual stats for a vanity URL through Owly. Let's see, you can actually add Twitter accounts to your Owly accounts. Facebook Insights. You can do Facebook Insights on your thing. Looks like they had some token addresses. What I probably need to do is go re-up this. One thing that Facebook does is every, I think it's 30 or 60 or 45 days, or usually whenever they want, they pull the cookies and you have to go ahead and give permission again. So that's probably what's happening here. So I've got to re-update the permissions on the thing. But you can see here what this will pull in. This will pull in all my Facebook likes. Now, normally to get a lot of this different data, I would have to hop over to Facebook, hop over to Twitter, hop over here, hop over there. Everything is right here before you on your desktop. So keep that in mind as we look through this, because you're going to go, holy crap, Chris, I don't have to go to 50 billion different websites. I can just go to Hootsuite and do all my work and get my reports and everything else. You can see here you can export these reports, print them, customize them, all that good stuff. Google Analytics, your Google Analytics stuff you can feed into here. Let's take a look at the Chris Voss Show and put in this data. Looks like Twitter and a web conversation. We can see some of the data here for the Chris Voss Show, and you can get some of that feedback too. You can export it too, which is really nice. The other cool thing is you can make custom reporting with your analytics. You can make custom reporting for different stuff, web conversations, etc., etc. You can show different alley click summaries that you can take and get. People that have clicked on your alley bit shorteners, stuff that's shared by you with other people that might be on your team, different draft reports that you have. I mean, I'm not sure that Hootsuite just hasn't thought of everything. I'm trying to figure out what they haven't thought of. This is amazing. Labels, you can take and make templates here that they've got pre-made for you, which are really nice, and then of course you can edit them from there. Assignments. Assignments, if you have an organization, you can create different assignments for people in the organization. In here we've got, of course, you can see Twitter profiles. If I select the Twitter profile, this is going to be the contacts. This is going to be really cool. Watch this. This may take a second to load, partially because I have 50 trillion people. But let me show you what's really awesome, and this is what you get with the Pro account. On the Twitter profiles, look, these are the people that are following me, and you can see there's huge amounts of pages of them. Now, what I can see here is a whole mess of data. I can see their last tweet. I can see how often they're tweeting, 2 tweets per day, 2 tweets per day, 56 tweets per day, 2 tweets per day. I can see the name of them, of course, when they join Twitter. How freaking cool is that? I mean, this is mind-blowing stuff. So you can decide to follow them. Evidently, I don't follow them, so I can follow them. It shows what their following is, how many followers they have, or I guess that's how many people they're following, excuse me. I can see their clout scores, so I can find other people with really high clout scores that I can network with and engage with, etc., etc., if that's what I so choose to do. The other great thing is I can switch between people that I follow, and I can get propensive contact data on them. So you can see here, these are people that I follow. I can choose to unfollow them. Let's say I become a jerk and I go, I'm not following anybody who's above or below a clout score of 50. So I can go through here and start just unfollowing people, and I'm not going to do that because I'm not that way. Looks like Steve Martin has some really good followers and some really good clout, and I'm following him. Steve Martin, the comedian, is a great guy. Very funny. So this is a great way to get data on your stuff. We can even go into my list that I have built. This is my faves list, and I can see some of the people on my faves list and some of the interactions and data on them. Google Plus page, I can do that with my Google Plus brand page. You can see my Twitter numbers, members, VIPs, customers, following. People who have me in their circles I can see, and I can choose to follow them back. And then people that are in my circles I can get some data on. No people found in my circles. It's kind of odd. Not sure what that's about. I can add circles, etc., etc. Maybe I need to click on following. That could be it. I was clicking on team members earlier. Okay, that's my error. That's my error. Okay, so I need to click on following, and here's the details of people that I'm following, and I can view some of the members. I can remove them, add them to circles, etc., etc. Freaking amazing stuff. I mean, having a Pro account is so inexpensive with Hootsuite, and it gives you so much data that you can take and do. You can do everything from your desktop, which is really awesome. You can even modify or upgrade your program. You can see here you can upload your own gravatar to your thing. You can put in a bio description, company name, time zone, all that good stuff. Your Twitter, LinkedIn information. Let's actually go back there. We're gonna go look at authentication. You can set up your own login to log in to Hootsuite. Here's some billing different information. Let's go into preferences. You can choose different languages that you want to take and use. You can clear cache messages. You can use secure HTTPS if you want. That's really cool. You can see here you can edit out some of this stuff. You can get rid of promo tweets, which is really cool. Themes. You can choose between different themes that you might want to take and have, and in choosing those different themes you're going to end up with a different look. This is a look that kind of looks a little bit like the old Hootsuite in the old days. So that's really cool there. Let's get back into where we were. Okay, so you've got those options available to you with themes. Let's go into archives. Archives, it will keep archives of some of your different stuff, tweet status, all this thing that you may have sent out. I'm not sure how far this goes back because I know I have some in archives. Maybe it erases them after a certain amount of time. You can put in RSS feeds that you want to link up here, vanity URLs that you can take and do for your brand using alley.com and all that good stuff you can put in here. Okay, and that's all of your settings. For tools, you have an app directory. Let's take a look at the app directory. You can see all these different apps that will work with your Hootsuite. This is freaking amazing. You can put in your Instagram, TrendSpotter, Dig, MailChimp, all these different things that will work with Hootsuite. Pretty freaking cool. Featured apps, of course, Evernote is one that I really like, Storify, HubSpot, all that good stuff. Let's take a look at some of the other tools that you can take and work with. Let's get back to where we were here. You've got Hootsuite University. Now, I'll probably be doing a separate video on Hootsuite University to explain how that works, and we'll probably encumber that with the affiliate program. But you can use an affiliate program with Hootsuite. You can sign up for it, and encouraging people to promote with Hootsuite. You can get, money for it. I've done that, and we get money for promoting Hootsuite. The Hootsuite University is really cool. It's an online segment that they've built to help you learn Hootsuite. I'm not going to go into it. We'll do it on a separate post this time. Mobile apps, you can get extensions and downloads that you can take and see. These are different Chrome extensions. You can get Firefox extensions, Hootsuite for live Twitter feeds, all this sort of good stuff that you can take and get. Looks like some grease money stuff, monkey, I should say there. Grease monkey stuff, etc., etc. Let's take a look at one last tool, mobile apps. Now, the one thing about Hootsuite is they're great mobile apps. We'll actually be reviewing those on separate things. As you can see here, you can get them on just about any device you possibly could, and I highly recommend you do. So that's the rundown of how to use Hootsuite and all that good stuff. Sign up for a pro account today. Try it for 30 days. There's a link to click above the chrisvossshow.com on the video, and YouTube there should be a link. Try it for 30 days. See what you think. Feel free to send me an email if you have any questions. I'll try and help, or contact Hootsuite, and they'll be glad to help you out there. But I really love Hootsuite. I've used it for a long time, and finally gotten a chance to talk about it. It's kind of my dirty little secret, if you will, and a great service to take and use for monitoring your clients and doing a lot of different things and getting the most you can out of social media. Be sure to check them out. Tell them Chris Voss sent you, and be sure to check back into the chrisvossshow.com often. We're going to do some follow-up. We're going to do some reviews of the Hootsuite University, and we're going to talk about Hootsuite apps and review some of them. So be sure to check in for that. Thanks for coming by, and be sure to check back often.